We're going to do a Paideia Seminar again today, and we are going to run over the rules one more time. We've done this before, but let's just run through the rules. You don't have to raise your hand. Everyone must participate. Be respectful of each other. You may disagree with someone's opinion respectfully, and you should back up all your statements with evidence. Does anyone have any questions about Paideia Seminar? Okay, let's take a moment to look at this picture. Don't worry about the questions, just take a moment to study the picture. Whenever you see something about the picture that you would like to start the discussion off with, you may begin. Anyone that would like to start the discussion?
Okay, I got it. The dude behind the counter looks like he's pointing at the paper telling him something. Like information about what's on the paper.
He looks like he's giving directions or something like that. That's on a piece of paper, like a map.
Maybe it's a map. Okay.
Maybe he's like, says you earn the 500 for a week if you work. So maybe he's applying for a job and he's telling him where to sign and stuff or write where he needs to write.
Okay.
Like an application.
I agree with Clara because it looks like he's explaining a question to the person taking the application or whatever it is.
Who do you think is receiving that piece of paper?
The guy behind the counter. Who's gonna give it to?
So you think this guy is giving the paper to this guy?
Yes,
Yeah,
kind of, but he's like checking.
But it looks like they're in a school.
I think he's giving it to him because it looks like he's explaining it to him. And I mean, it'd be kind of weird if he was explaining it to him if he was the one getting it. So I think the guy behind the counter is giving it to the guy sitting down. I think he's sitting down.
Okay. What do you think, and some of you have mentioned a few options that it might be, but what do you think is on that piece of paper based on everything you see in the entire comic?
Like job application. Yeah.
Or like
A what?
schedule.
A work schedule? A job application?
A schedule of how he's gonna work and when he's gonna work and how long he's gonna work.
Okay, and what did you say it might be earlier?
Contract.
A contract. What's a contract?
A piece of paper that states something. I don't know the exact definition, but it states something like how long you're gonna work with them or something like that.
Could we say a contract is like an agreement?
Yes.
Something that you agree to for something that you agree to for a certain amount of time.
Okay, and you said it was like a what?
Like a promise or
A promise? Okay, that's good. Okay, let's look at the questions to the right. The first question, how much is he earning per hour? Is that something we can figure out based on the comic?
Yes.
No.
well, yes,
Yes.
if you do the math.
Let's discuss how we can do that.
168.
504 divided by 168.
Why are you going to do it that way?
Because you have a total amount of hours, and then you gotta break that up.
So do you mean like just the picture or also the stuff under the picture?
Including the words underneath the picture is part of the comic.
So,
Lamontes, do you agree? So we would divide the money divided by the time?
No. Like
wait,
you could.
We could. Could we do it another way?
Yes.
How?
You could.
Subtraction.
Subtraction?
You could
How would we do
multiply.
subtraction?
504 minus 168.
Just one time?
If he misses a week.
To do how many hours are in a week?
Subtract. Yeah, to see
If he misses a week, and what did you say, Olivia?
See how many hours are in a week and wait, I think that's how many hours.
How many hours are in a week?
168.
24 what? 24 times 7? What is that? See if you can figure that out on your paper.
168. Yeah,
What?
168.
168.
It says if you work the full 108 hours, so I'm just guessing that the full week is what they do.
Can you just guess, or should you maybe figure out what is 24 times 7?
168. Or you can
Is
do
it
multiplication.
And what would you multiply?
504 times 168 because look, if
Would it
it's
be 168 times
I disagree.
Something.
7.
times 7, but we wouldn't know what 7 is unless we did
Okay.
I disagree with him.
Go ahead.
I disagree with him because he's talking about he will earn $504 for an entire week. You're multiplying 168 times 504, and that's going to be more than 504 in a week. So, you can you add the week and since it's a part of the week?
Think about it. Is it?
Yeah, if we're counting the whole 7 days.
Okay, what did we multiply, ladies? What y'all multiply to get 168? 7 times 24. So did we include the weekend?
Yes.
So should we include the weekend?
Yes.
Okay, let's think about that reasonably. If there's 168 hours in a week, can you work 168 hours in a week?
No.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
If you don't go to
it's
sleep at all.
impossible. You need sleep.
If you work,
No, it's
you don't-
impossible.
you work
No.
day and night and don't go to sleep like
Yeah,
at
you
all.
Take a lot of 5-hour energy.
Would that work?
Probably not.
Is there any job that you could work consistently for 168 hours?
No.
Yes,
I
Well,
Sleeping.
Say that again?
Police officer, you eat a lot of donuts.
A police officer because what?
You eat a lot of donuts.
You eat a lot of donuts?
No,
I think they still need to sleep.
yeah.
Are there any jobs where you work longer hours than normal jobs?
Yes.
Maybe like
Think about what jobs those might be.
You know, like downtown, Sheraton, sometimes they work longer than that.
Where?
Downtown, Sheraton, it's a hotel.
Oh, okay.
And when they work there, and he don't work like, from Monday to Friday.
How
And,
long?
but then he'll get off.
And then I'll have a few days off.
like maybe doctors.
How long?
A truck driver.
How long is like a usual
ahead.
hour?
A truck driver. Because he works, he's constantly working,
That's true.
but he can only work for a limited amount of time before his thing.
Maybe a doctor.
Okay, what was your question?
Like my mom, she works 12 hours, but she went part-time, so it's only 2 days a week. But usually, she works 12 hours a night.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause like maybe a patient. Like I got cut on my leg, and it was I think it was like sometime during the night. So maybe like if you call in, they come in at a.
So somebody has to be there to take care of you. Certain things, there has to be someone there all the time. You said your mom works 12 hours. So how many hours are left in her day?
12.
Does she sleep all 12 of those?
She sleeps to usually about noon or sometime around there, because she eventually has to get up to pick up my little sister. from
Right, because
school.
there's other obligations, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to that first question. Did we figure out how we're going to find out how much he's earning per hour? Did we come to an agreement on how we're going to solve that?
Yes.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
Divide.
Divide what?
500.
All right, let's look at number 2. How many hours is he not working?
Zero.
0. All right, let's look at number 3. if he earned $504 each week and he worked 40 hours, how much did he earn per hour? Can we solve that?
Yes.
How?
Division.
Discuss how.
You can divide 504 divided by, 504 divided by 40. And I don't know what you're getting.
Okay, to wrap this up for this session, if we don't have a calculator and we have large numbers like this, what's the best way to get an approximate answer? Estimate. So to solve number 3, how would I estimate to figure out his hourly wage?
You can take 504 and make it a 500, and then do 0. 4. I can see myself.
You keep 4.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. You can round down to 500, and then do 40 divided by 500, and you can
40 divided, did you say by or into?
500 divided by 40.
Okay. And then what's the best way? Or what's the answer going to be, approximately? What's 50 divided by 4? Approximately. About 12. All right, good job today. Thank you, everyone.